everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is healthy eating will improve your life. If you eat healthy, it will improve your life. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, to get us started, I did pull a short video. Let's watch this video, and then we're going to dive right into this topic. Healthy eating can really improve your life. Here we go.
Now let's talk about your diet. Now, it is very important for you to always watch and be aware of what you're putting and consuming into your bodies every day. Because we are all electromagnetic beings and everything around us is energy, and food is also energy. And because we are all energy, we carry ourselves with specific vibrations and frequencies. And this is the emotion frequency chart. And we are all supposed to be vibrating on a frequency of 700 plus, which is ultimate consciousness. And if you're constantly eating fast food and living an unhealthy lifestyle, then you're always going to be in the alpha stage, and that's vibrating at the lowest frequency possible. And being in the alpha stage relates to your root chakra, which deals with insecurity, fear, anxiety, feeling unstable, low self-esteem, etc. And we are not supposed to be eating meats and processed foods all day, every day, because that causes laziness, mood swings, and this is why your stomach is always hurting the next day when you wake up. And they are slaughtering and killing these animals. That's negative energy. There's nothing positive about that. And that's causing us not to get the right protein that we need for our bodies because we're getting secondhand protein from these animals. And study shows that our digestive system does not like meat. Carnivores have short intestinal tracts that allow meat to pass quickly through their digestive systems. Humans' intestinal tracts are much longer, like those of plant eaters. This gives the body more time to break down fiber and absorb the nutrients from plant-based foods. And meat and fish can take as long as 2 days to fully digest through your system. And this is why it's important for us to eat fruits and vegetables, because they are high in fiber and can move through your system in less than a day. And a diet rich in vegetables and fruits can lower your blood pressure, reduce risk of heart disease and stroke, prevent some types of cancer, etc., etc.
Now, we do have a letter, so let's read this letter, see what she says. She says, I would like to ask about a topic that is near and dear to my heart. I've been vegan for 12 years. It started out for health reasons, but quickly became more when I learned the horrible cruelty that animals endure at the hands of humans on this planet. The meat and dairy industry, hunting animals, animal testing for beauty products, etc. Not to mention that our rescues and shelters are overflowing. There are 2 and 3 animals in a space where one should be, due to people abandoning their pets, etc. I volunteer my time regularly in this area, and it can be extremely draining and exhausting. Over time, I started to distance myself from animal activism. I noticed I was miserable a lot of the times, and of course, my frequency lower. I felt I needed to protect my mental health and quality of life. Yeah, I guess that's right, because when you were involved with animal activism, you know, it just kept you at a low state because you were feeling bad about the animals and what was going on with them and how people were treating them and that kind of thing. And it can keep you in a low frequency. It's nothing happy when you're thinking about the suffering of animals. Okay. Recently, I met a fellow vegan and activist that has prompted me to become closer once again to this aspect of the lifestyle. I am reminded that we vegans are all that the animals have, and that our hard work and advocacy is slowly but surely changing things for them. So I'm feeling a responsibility to do more, and for that, I have to bear witness and be exposed to their suffering. My question to you is, as someone from the outside looking in, how can I maintain both sides of this in life? To be a responsible vegan and do everything that is in my power to do while maintaining my joy and my mental health. Okay. All right. First of all, let's address your job working with animals. When you're working with animals, look on the bright side of it. You do have the information of what happens to animals, but look on the bright side of it. Okay. If you are caring for them, then you're on the rescue part of them, saving them, and that sort of thing. So try not to allow your energy to be pulled down into, the bad part of these abandoned animals. Now, you can be an animal activist and not let it affect your personal life. You can do that. It's just like any job that you go to. You don't want to bring your work home. You see? So you have to be able to separate that from your personal life. For this video, I decided to concentrate on the vegan part of your letter. Okay? I know your letter was about, animal activism and that sort of thing. And basically on this channel, I talk about relationships. Your relationships. And so that's why I'm going to hone in on the eating part of it, because what you eat does affect your relationships. All right. So I just wanted you to know that. And also maybe we'll talk about being a vegan. All right. Now, a vegan diet is a plant-based diet, for those of you who don't know what the vegan diet is. And it excludes all animal products, including meat, fish, dairy, eggs, and honey. Some foods that are commonly eaten on a vegan diet include fruits and vegetables, beans and legumes, grains like wheat, oats and corn, nuts and seeds, dairy alternatives like coconut, soy, and oat milk, meat substitutes like tofu, etc., nut-based cheeses, plant-based oils like olive oil, coconut, avocado oil, pasta, and rice. Okay, that's a typical vegan diet. Now, vegans may find it difficult to get enough protein, iron, or vitamin D. So they probably need to take supplements to supplement what they're missing by being on a vegan diet. Now, let's look at the vegetarian diet, which I'm on. I am a vegetarian. The vegetarian diet is a plant-based diet that excludes meat, but may still include meat products such as dairy, eggs, and or fish. I do eat these. I am. Vegan diets can be a part of a healthy lifestyle when planned and implemented correctly, like any eating plan, just by making sure that you get, your supplements. Now, the vegan diet is deeply connected to spirituality, and I'll tell you why. Because in the vegan diet, it aligns with the principle of non-violence, compassion toward all living beings, and a desire to minimize harm to the natural world. And I did read some information that says when we all ascend to the fifth dimension, we all going to be vegans. Anyway, when we started out, we were supposed to be vegans. And, research has proven that our structure with our teeth and everything is more like plant-eating animals rather than carnivorous. animals. We don't have the teeth to tear into meat and that kind of thing. But somehow we have acquired the taste of meat, and it's hard for us to get away from it. Now, the other thing about it now, let's look at this. The foods today are different from the foods eaten by our ancestors because they grew their food. During those days, they didn't have all kind of pesticides and whatever they're doing to the food today. And they didn't have these generically modified fruits. Back in the day, they had regular vegetables that grew in their backyard or whatever, and they ate. And it was much healthier then than now. When you go to the market and you buy these fruits, vegetables, or whatever, they could be full of chemicals. And they could be very harmful to you. In today's world, you just have to be careful about what you eat, period. Whether you're just eating regular, whether you're trying to be vegan, trying to be vegetarian, or whatever. But I do recommend that you stop eating meat. I stopped eating meat years ago. Number one, it started making me sick. First, it was beef. Start making me sick every time I would eat it. And just like everybody else, hamburgers, steaks, the whole bit, ribs, everything. I was born in the South, so I was a meat eater, right? But after a while, it started making me sick on the stomach. First, it was beef. So then I went into chicken. Just eat chicken. Chicken started making me sick. So I had to let that go. Now I'm on seafood. Sometimes seafood bothers me a little bit, and so I don't try to eat it as much. I'm not quite ready to let it go. But at some point in time, maybe I will. Just let the seafood go too. But yeah, a lot of spiritual people are vegans. And because it does align with the principle of nonviolence. And plus, when you eat animal flesh, you're really eating the energy of the animal. Now think about that, people. We are all energy. Everything in this dimension is energy. So when you eat an animal that was killed under horrific conditions, you're eating that terrified energy right into your own energy. You're combining it with your energy. And that's why you're terrified of a lot of things. You living in fear. Everything is fearful. And you're not able to manifest your desires because you have all of these different energies working in you. You see, it's true that you are what you eat. If you put garbage in your system, then you are garbage. And it'll show outwardly. Your complexion won't be nice. You'll be putting out negative energy all the time. You won't be a happy person and you won't look happy. Watch out what you eat, and please don't drink. Stop drinking alcohol, period. Okay? It's not good for you. It's full of evil spirits. Okay? Now, just to let you know, many of the really intelligent folks that rise up in the world, many of these people are vegans. They are vegans because they want to keep their energy pure. When your energy is pure, your thinking is clear, you can manifest your desires, and like the world is your oyster. You don't have any negative energies working around inside of you because of the foods that you are eating. Now, it's best if you're eating foods out of your own garden. I'll tell you that. It's best, because when you go to the supermarket, the foods in the supermarket, they're doing all kinds of things to those foods. And you really have to be careful about what you put in your system. And, another thing that I say that you should do is before you put food into your system, bless it for the nourishment of your body. All right. Now, another thing, along with your healthy eating, another thing I want to touch on is, what about your medications? You see, if you're eating healthy, then you want your medications to be healthy too. And I found this wonderful book that I want to pass on to you. It's called Home Apothecary. Home Apothecary. And in this book, there are 250 powerful remedies. And they're forgotten remedies. Remedies that maybe, if you're like me from the South, or your grandma used to have all of these little remedies that are forgotten now, you can find them here. All right. And you will love this manuscript because it's very easy to read. It's got recipes, instructions. It tells you what things are good for. And any kind of ailment that you have, you'll find a recipe in this book, The Home Apothecary. And this book has about 288 pages in this book. It's a wonderful and handy book because if you're like me, if I get a little sniffle or whatever, I don't like to go to the doctor and all that kind of stuff. I try natural remedies first. Okay, natural remedies. And see, I realized that your body has the ability to heal itself. And sometimes it's just a little vitamin deficiency or something that you need for healing. So that's why I always go for natural healing. I advise you to get this book, and I will leave a link in the description where you can get it straight from Amazon and you can have it in a day or so. All right. I hope you understand the message today, and I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. I thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters, and a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best, and I really hope to see you next time.